Hello, everyone. We will be starting shortly, so please begin taking your seats. Once again, the program will be starting shortly, so please begin taking your seats.
Go up, top down, I'm in racing. Go up, she wild, I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation. Yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up. Go to the
San Antonio, are we on 10 yet? That is totally not loud enough for this candidate forum. Are we on 10 yet? That's more like it. That's more like it. Good evening, y'all. My name's Drew Galloway. I'm the executive director of Move Texas.
Hi, and I'm Raven Douglas, and I'm the deputy director at Move Texas. If you haven't heard about Move, Move is an acronym, and it stands for Mobilize, Organize, Vote, and Empower. And we are a grassroots, nonpartisan, nonprofit organization that's working to build power in underrepresented youth groups through civic education, leadership development, and issue advocacy. We were started right here in San Antonio in the Alamo City in 2013 at the University of Texas at San Antonio, and we quickly spread statewide since then. One of our core values is making civic engagement fun, and that's exactly how this candidate forum came to life.
So in 2017, we said Move needs to do a candidate forum, but we can't have a normal candidate forum where we just put up a table here and have candidates talk to the cameras or to young people about the issues that they want to talk about. They need to talk about the issues that we care about. And so right here in the living room, the civic living room of San Antonio at Brick, we held the first San Antonio Night Live. And 2 years ago, we changed the landscape for how candidate forums are done in San Antonio. As we were knocking doors, as we were making phone calls, as we were texting young people, they heard about this candidate forum, they came, and they loved it. And so we're back for our second year in a row.
Not only is our candidate forum fun and engaging, but it's also interactive. So if you look over to your right, we have a live streaming of our Twitter wall. So if you put hashtag SA Night Live 2019, feel free to put all of your thoughts about the candidate forum right there, and they'll be displayed. Also, feel free to tag us at move_Texas on Twitter and Instagram.
So also, tonight, we have NOWCastSA with us. Let's give a big hand to NOWCast. For all of the people that couldn't be here tonight because they couldn't get tickets or they couldn't find parking or their schedules didn't work out, we have NOWCast live streaming this event to the cloud. So you can go to YouTube, look for Move Texas San Antonio Night Live, and then you can share that with your friends, you can share that with your social media, and they can actually participate at home live right now. Additionally, we want to make this interactive, and you aren't going to get to sit there and stay quiet for 2 hours or 3 hours as you listen to candidates. We're going to put you to work, and this is the only candidate forum where you get to vote for your candidate before May 4th. So what we want you to do is we want you to pull your cell phones out, and we want you to go to this website. Sorry, 1 second. So go to slido.com on your phone. And when you get to slido.com, it's going to ask you for a code. Can we go back to the code?
It's right there.
So that code is A as in Apple 192. Enter that into the code. Enter that into the program. Sorry. Enter that in, and this is your first poll for tonight. This is how you're going to vote for candidates too. What issue matters most to you in the city election? What issue matters most to you? When you pull that up, you should be able to vote for this poll. It populates live. Your voice matters. We have 26 participants so far.
I think we can do a little better than that.
We've got immigration down here at the bottom, racial justice. Say the code again. The code is A as in Apple 192. A as in Apple 192. Okay, so you can continue to vote for this throughout the rest of the night, but what's going to happen is after every round, you're going to get to choose your favorite candidate for that round. What we're going to do is we're going to tally up those 3 rounds, and that candidate that wins all 3 rounds will be awarded the prize Move Best of the Bunch Award. Second annual Best of the Bunch Award. If you're having problems with your cell phone, please go to the back of the room. We can help you back there. Next, this event it takes a lot of work to put on. It takes a lot of money. And we're an independent organization, so we need your help to do more events just like this. So please visit our swag table out front. You can purchase cool Move Texas t-shirts. You can purchase our brand new Fiesta medal. And you can also make donations on our website at movetexas.org/donate. We need your help to keep this moving. So,
Before we leave the stage, we wanted to thank a few people that are in the room. First, we wanted to thank the candidates for stepping out of their comfort zone and being willing to engage young people. We also wanted to thank NOWCast and all of the press here that are streaming our candidate forum tonight. We want to thank the food vendor in the back, which is Home Team Hot Dogs. If you guys are hungry, feel free to grab a bite to eat back there, as well as Samantha Flowers, which will be our music artist for tonight. And then last but not least, our lovely host, Wayne Holtz.
Finally, thank you to the Move Texas Board of Directors, and a special thank you to the Move staff, fellows, and interns. This event would not be possible without the leadership of young people that's working on it tonight. So, on behalf of everybody here at Move Texas, enjoy the show.
Here.
I was turned down because I couldn't find the right spot.
My first time was when I was 18. It was after school one day.
It was really special. It was my girlfriend's first time too.
But it was actually on campus.
I skipped class for it.
My first time was about 5 or 6 months ago.
We were both really excited.
I don't know, I was kind of confused. I wasn't sure what to do.
My first time, I didn't think I was gonna do it.
I was super nervous.
I was actually by myself, and then I convinced my friend to join me.
But then my friend convinced me to join.
I even got my roommates to join in on the action.
It was actually with Move. We all went as a group and voted together.
I thought it would actually be a lot harder, but voting on campus made it really easy. So.
But my second time, I was much more confident. I knew exactly which polling location to go to, which ID to bring, and who I needed to vote for.
Yeah, I was super excited to vote.
I can't wait to do it again.
I can't wait to do it again.
I can't wait to vote again.
Live from the break, it's San Antonio night!
Yes, give it up, San Antonio. And make sure you're giving it up for Move Texas for putting on this amazing event. It's going to be a lot of fun. Give it up. Let's go. My name is Wayne Holtz, and it's my pleasure to be here this evening. It's going to be a really cool night for San Antonio Night Live. This Youth Municipal Candidate Forum brings you excitement, creativity, and energy that this city needs. Learn and laugh as we ask the candidates about their vision for San Antonio through interactive games, a creative display of talent, which I am looking forward to. It's going to be very cute, and a showcase of their policy positions. Best of all, you get to play a part too. You don't want to miss this episode. Now, grab a beer, tip your bartender, and watch the finest millennial-focused candidate forum in the land. Live from Brick, it's San Antonio Night Live, y'all. Give it up. Now, to get started on our first segment of tonight's program, Taking Sides. This is where candidates will be asked a rapid series of questions about the city and their districts. Candidates will stand in the middle of the stage, grouped together by district, then will take a side by walking to the corner of the stage under either a yes, no, or I don't know sign to reflect their answer. Our wonderful sign holders, please get ready to take the stage. Introducing Move's Special Projects Organizer, Christina Medina. Next up is Field Fellow Hope Spears. No relation. Finally, Field Intern Zaha Kawaja. We will begin with District 1 and go through each district in order, all the way to our mayoral candidates. Girl. Each district gets 5 minutes to go through up to 6 questions, so candidates, be quick with your answers. Are the candidates ready back there? You better be. All right, first up is District 1. Let's welcome to the stage Councilman Robert Trevino. Next up, Lauro Bustamante. And we have Brad Kessler. Oscar Magana. Next to the stage, Raymond Zavala. And last but not least, Justin Hawley. Now that we've met all the District 1 candidates, are y'all ready to see where they stand on the issues that matter to us, San Antonio? All right, candidates, get ready. Question 1. In 2018, 144,000 people signed a petition to mandate employers provide paid sick time to their workers because right now, 354,000 workers have to make the choice between taking care of themselves and paying their bills. If elected, will you fight to protect San Antonio's paid sick time ordinance? Please stand next to the yes, no, or I don't know signs so we can see how you feel. All right, back to the middle. Reset. Question 2. Will you fight to strengthen San Antonio's climate action and adaptation plan by ensuring all coal plants close by 2025, a transmission to 100% carbon-free electricity generation by 2030, and a goal of transforming San Antonio into a carbon-neutral city by 2040? Take a side. All right, reset, candidates. Thank you. Question 3. Would you increase the maximum amount of risk mitigation funds that an individual can receive for relocations and emergency assistance from the city? Yes, no, or I don't know. I can, oh, I'm sorry, I'll repeat the question. Would you increase the maximum amount of risk mitigation funds that an individual can receive for relocations and emergency assistance from the city? Increase. Oh, yes, there is space. Thank you, candidates. Reset. Question 4. In 2017, the city launched CCHIP, the Center City Housing and Investment Policy, which provides subsidies and incentives to businesses for downtown development. Proponents say it drives economic growth. Opponents say it drives gentrification. Do you support the city's Center City Housing and Investment Policy? All right, thank you very much, candidates. Can we have a round of applause for this round of District 1 candidates? You may leave the stage for now, gentlemen. Don't forget, we have 3 rounds of fun today, so this is only the beginning. Stay informed. We're getting to know how our candidates feel on different subjects, and I'm learning along with you. Let's get ready for District 2 candidates. I hope you guys are ready to shake and shimmy up here. Let's get Joe Andrews Sullivan to the stage. Oh, excuse me, Jada Andrews Sullivan. Next up, let's get Selena Santabanez Gispot. Ruben Arciniega to the stage. Joseph Powell. And Denise Gutierrez Homer. All right, again, District 2 candidates, after I ask a question, you'll stand either in front of the yes, no, or I don't know signs. Question 1. Do you support reversing the sale of land adjacent to the Hay Street Bridge at 803 North Cherry Street and commit to using this as a public space? Cute. All right. All right, let's reset, everyone. Stand back to the yes. Thank you. Will you fight to strengthen San Antonio's climate action and adaptation plan by ensuring all coal plants close by 2025, a transmission of 100% carbon-free electricity generation by 2030, and a goal of transforming San Antonio into a carbon-neutral city by 2040? Yes, no, or I don't know. Thank you, candidates. Reset. Currently, the forthcoming cite and release is an administrative agreement between the district attorney, the San Antonio police chief, and Bexar County Sheriff. Would you support a municipal ordinance creating a cite and release policy? Thank you, candidates. Reset. Question 4. Yes. In 2018, 144,000 people signed a petition to mandate employers provide paid sick time to their workers because right now, 354,000 workers have to make the choice between taking care of themselves and paying their bills. If elected, will you fight to protect San Antonio's paid sick time ordinance? Fantastic. Everyone give it up for your District 2 candidates. You may leave the stage. Thank you. We'll see you soon for the talent portion. Yes. Up next is District 3, and this one's going to be pretty easy to judge. Let's welcome Councilwoman Rebecca Villagran. Hello, Councilwoman. Well, this one will be easy. In 2018, 144,000 people signed a petition to mandate employers provide paid sick time to their workers because right now, 354,000 workers have to make the choice between taking care of themselves and paying their bills. If elected, will you fight to protect San Antonio's paid sick time ordinance? Thank you, ma'am. These are important questions, so you're going to hear a few of them more than once. Pay attention, guys. We're here to learn. Question 2, ma'am. Would you support CPS Energy raising rates on businesses to lower the cost burden of individual customers? Perfect. Question 3. Will you support increasing city funding for subsidized housing as 55% of renters in your district are paying greater than 1/2 of their income in rent costs? Thank you, ma'am. You may reset. Last question. Currently, the forthcoming cite and release is an administrative agreement between the district attorney, the San Antonio police chief, and Bexar County Sheriff. Would you support a municipal ordinance creating a cite and release policy? All right, give it up for Miss Rebecca Villagran. How you feeling, San Antonio? Girl, this is just the beginning. You better be educating yourself, okay? Let's get ready for District 4. Let's welcome to the stage Joel Mendoza, Dr. Adriana Rocha Garcia, Genevieve Trinidad, and Samantha Sammy Sanchez. Okay, District 4 candidates. Remember, after I ask the question, step in front of the yes, no, or I don't know sign to let us know how you feel. Question 1. Do you support the opening of private charter schools in your district? That's unanimous. You may reset and get back in line. Question 2. Currently, the forthcoming cite and release is an administrative agreement between the district attorney, the San Antonio police chief, and Bexar County Sheriff. Would you support a municipal ordinance creating a cite and release policy? They're all saying yes on that one. All right, you may reline. Question 3. In 2018, 144,000 people signed a petition to mandate employers provide paid sick time to their workers because right now, 354,000 workers have to make a choice between taking care of themselves and paying their bills. If elected, will you fight to protect San Antonio's paid sick time ordinance? All right, you may reset. And last question. Do you support and will you fight to strengthen San Antonio's climate action and adaptation plan by assuring all coal plants close by 2025, a transition to 100% carbon-free electricity generation by 2030, and a goal of transforming San Antonio into a carbon-neutral city by 2040? All right, thank you, candidates. Give it up for District 4, y'all. All right, let's dive into District 5. Let's welcome to the stage next, Councilwoman Shirley Gonzalez. And Jill Davila. All right, District 5, let's dive in. In 2018, 144,000 people signed a petition to mandate employers provide paid sick time to their workers because right now, 354,000 workers have to make the choice between taking care of themselves and paying their bills. If elected, will you fight to protect San Antonio's paid sick time ordinance? It's unanimous. Thank you, candidates. Question 2. Will you keep the fence around Plaza Guadalupe? Why not? All right, and reset. Question 3. Will you fight to strengthen San Antonio's climate action and adaptation plan by ensuring all coal plants close by 2025, a transition to 100% carbon-free electricity generation by 2030, and a goal of transforming San Antonio into a carbon-neutral city by 2040? They both say yes. Last question. Currently, the forthcoming cite and release is an administrative agreement between the district attorney, the San Antonio police chief, and the Bexar County sheriff. Would you support a municipal ordinance creating a cite and release policy? All right, thank you, candidates. We'll see you next round for the talent portion. Give it up for your candidates of District 5, everyone. Okay, District 6, get ready. Let's welcome to the stage Melissa Cabello Haverda and Mario Adame. Remember, everyone, you're going to hear a few of these questions a few times, but it's all important information, so take it in. Candidates. In 2018, 144,000 people signed a petition to mandate employers provide paid sick time to their workers because right now, 354,000 workers have to make the choice between taking care of themselves and paying their bills, girl. If elected, will you fight to protect San Antonio's paid sick time ordinance? Thank you. You may reset. Question 2, will you support the opening of private charter schools in your district? Will you support the opening of private charter schools in your district? Thank you. Question, you may reset. Question 3, would you support local homestead exemptions in your district? Would you support local homestead exemptions in your district? They both say yes. And you may reset, candidates. Question 4. Will you fight to strengthen San Antonio's climate action and adaptation plan by ensuring all coal plants close by 2025, a transition to 100% carbon-free electricity generation by 2030, and a goal of transforming San Antonio into a carbon-neutral city by 2040? All right, thank you, District 6. You may leave the stage. We'll see you next round for the talent portion. Next up, we have District 7, where former mayors Julian Castro and Ed Garza represented. So let's welcome to the stage Miss Anna Sandoval. And Trevor Whitney. All right, I'll ask you a question, and whenever you are ready, stand next to the yes, no, or I don't know signs. Question 1. In 2017, the city launched CCHIP, the Center City Housing and Investment Policy, which provides subsidies and incentives to businesses for downtown development. Proponents say it drives economic growth. Opponents say it drives gentrification. Do you support the city's Center City Housing and Investment Policy? Thank you. You may reset. Question 2. Currently, the forthcoming cite and release is an administrative agreement between the district attorney and the San Antonio police chief, as well as the Bexar County sheriff. Would you support a municipal ordinance creating a cite and release policy? Thank you. You may reset. Back to the middle, y'all. Question 3. Will you fight to strengthen San Antonio's climate action and adaptation plan by ensuring all coal plants close by 2025, a transition to 100% carbon-free, I think we know the answer on that one. You can get back to the middle, everyone. Thank you. And last question for you all. Question 4. In 2018, 144,000 people signed a petition to mandate employers provide paid sick time for their workers because right now, 354,000 workers have to make the choice between taking care of themselves and paying their bills. If elected, will you fight to protect San Antonio's paid sick time ordinance? All right, thank you, candidates from District 7. Give it up for the candidates for District 7, everyone. Let's give some love to District 8. Welcome to the stage, Councilman Manny Pelaez. And Frankie Gonzalez Wolf to the stage. All right, candidates, question 1. Are you here? Oh, Tony? Yes. All right, one more candidate, excuse me. Tony Valdivia. All right, candidates. In 2018, 144,000 people signed a petition to mandate employers provide paid sick time to their workers because right now, 354,000 workers have to make the choice between taking care of themselves and paying their bills. If elected, will you fight to protect San Antonio's paid sick time ordinance? All right, thank you, candidates. You can go back to the center of the stage. Question 2, would you support enhancing San Antonio's non-discrimination ordinance protecting LGBTQIA plus individuals to cover private sector workers? Thank you, candidates. Back to the middle. Question 3, the district houses an immense number of students. Would you support an income-based rent control policy in San Antonio? I'll repeat. This district houses an immense number of students. Would you support an income-based rent control policy in San Antonio? All right. Thank you, candidates. You may reset. And last question for District 8. Will you fight to strengthen San Antonio's climate action and adaptation plan by ensuring all coal plants close by 2025, a transition to 100% carbon-free electricity generation by 2030, and a goal of transforming San Antonio into a carbon-neutral city by 2040? All right, thank you, candidates. Give it up for District 8, everyone. Now on to District 9. Let's welcome to the stage Councilman John Courage. All right, sir. Question 1. Will you fight to strengthen San Antonio's climate action and adaptation plan by ensuring all coal plants close by 2025, a transition to 100% carbon-free electricity generation by 2030, and a goal of transforming San Antonio into a carbon-neutral city by 2040? Thank you, sir. You may return to the middle. Question 2. Would you support an income-based rent control policy in San Antonio? Thank you, sir. Question 3. In 2018, 144,000 people signed a petition to mandate employers provide paid sick time to their workers because right now, 354,000 workers have to make the choice between taking care of themselves and paying their bills. If elected, will you fight to protect San Antonio's paid sick time ordinance? Thank you, sir. And last question. Currently, the forthcoming Cite and Release program is an administrative agreement between the district attorney, the San Antonio police chief, and Bexar County Sheriff. Would you support a municipal ordinance creating a Cite and Release policy? All right, thank you, sir. Give it up for our District 9 candidate. Last district. For District 10, let's welcome to the stage Elise Kibler. Maria Perez. And Linda Monteano. All right, candidates, after the question, you'll stand next to the yes, no, or I don't know signs. Question 1. In 2018, 144,000 people signed a petition to mandate employers provide paid sick time to their workers because right now, 354,000 workers have to make the choice between taking care of themselves or paying their bills. If elected, will you fight to protect San Antonio's paid sick time ordinance? Yes is right here, ma'am. You may reset. Back to the middle, ladies. Thank you. Question 2. If elected, will you fight to strengthen San Antonio's climate action and adaptation plan by ensuring all coal plants close by 2025, a transition to 100% carbon-free electricity by 2030, and a goal of transforming San Antonio into a carbon-neutral city by 2040? They all say yes. You may return to the middle. Question 3. If elected, would you support an income-based rent control policy in San Antonio? Thank you. And one more question. Currently, the forthcoming Cite and Release is an administrative agreement between the district attorney, the San Antonio police chief, and Bexar County Sheriff. Would you support a municipal ordinance creating a Cite and Release policy? Thank you very much, District 10. All right, we're going to welcome our mayoral candidates to the stage. Nierenberg had to step out for a family emergency. Hopefully everything is okay. So let's welcome Antonio Tony Diaz to the stage. Matt Pina. Dr. John Velasquez. All right, candidates, are you ready? In 2018, 144,000 people signed a petition to mandate employers provide paid sick time to their workers because right now, 354,000 workers have to make a choice between taking care of themselves and paying their bills. And we all know who that is, girl. If elected, will you fight to protect San Antonio's paid sick time ordinance? All right, return to the middle of the stage. In 2017, the city launched CCHIP, the Center City Housing and Investment Policy, which provides subsidies and incentives to businesses for downtown development. Proponents say it drives economic growth. Opponents say it drives gentrification. Do you support the city's Center City Housing and Investment Policy? Thank you, and return to the center. If elected, will you fight to strengthen San Antonio's climate action and adaptation plan by ensuring all coal plants close by 2025, a transition to 100% carbon-free electricity generation by 2030, and a goal of transforming San Antonio into a carbon-neutral city by 2040? Take a side. Thank you. You may return to the middle. Question 4. Currently, the forthcoming cite and release is an administrative agreement between the district attorney, the San Antonio police chief, and Bexar County sheriff. Would you support a municipal ordinance creating a cite and release policy? Thank you, candidates. Return to this middle. Question 5. In response to rising displacement of people from their homes and apartments, the city launched a risk mitigation program allowing individuals to apply for financial assistance up to $1,000. Would you increase the maximum amount of risk mitigation funds that an individual can receive for relocations and emergency assistance from the city? And return to the middle, please. Last question. District 8 and 9 have launched participatory budgeting programs allowing citizens to help direct city funds to projects they care about. Do you support launching a citywide participatory budgeting program for the 2019 budget? And let's give a round of applause for our mayoral candidates, everyone. Okay, now the site that you were all given at the beginning of the evening, make sure to take out your phones and let's take a moment to vote for your favorite candidate this round. If you haven't already, go to slido.com, that's SLIDO.com, and use the code A192. That's hashtag 8A as in Apple 192. Whoever wins the poll at the end of the evening will win our Best of Bunch trophy. It's very cute. Hold on one second. Feel free. Now that we've learned where our candidates stand on different issues that affect our city, we should learn more about them on a personal level. We want to know what makes you special, candidates. This is where our talent portion comes in. Candidates can do whatever they want to do, but cannot do anything political. Again, we will begin with District 1 and proceed all the way down the list. Each candidate gets 2 minutes on stage. You will receive a 30-second warning right in front of you, and you have to stop at 5 seconds. Are you ready, sir? All right, for the District 1 talent portion of the evening, give it up for Councilman Trevino. Sir, 1 minute. Seconds, sir. 30 seconds. Councilman Trevino, everyone. All right. Sir? Yes, sir. All right, next up in the talent portion of the competition.
Hello?
Perfect. Welcome, Lauro Bustamante.
Hello. Okay, my talent is traveling. I've traveled all over the world. This year, in November, we're going to travel to China, Beijing, and Shanghai. So I'm very looking forward to that. My dream travel is to travel around the world, and my passion is logistics. I like to plan things and plan the logistics just to make it as efficient and economical as possible. We've traveled to Europe, we went to Ireland, England, Sweden, and as you travel, you learn a lot of things that the news media doesn't tell you. Like in Sweden, that's where Facebook has their headquarters, okay? Finland is where Nokia started, okay? Then we've been to Germany, we've been to Brussels, Paris, Hungary. we noticed that they don't like Americans because they're kind of Russian-oriented. Croatia's beautiful. We've been to Spain. We've been to South America. Argentina, to my surprise, is more European than it is American. We've been to Chile. Chile's beautiful. We've been to Peru. We went to Machu Picchu. If you ever have a chance to go to Machu Picchu, that is beautiful. It's actually, you need to go before they close it down because they're limiting the access now. We've been all over Mexico, and again, I look forward to traveling. I've learned so much. Singapore has one of the best smart cities in the world. Germany has smart cities. Sweden has the best education in the world. So we learn a lot from these other cities, and we're looking at smart cities to do the data sharing so we can learn from all these cities. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Lauro Bustamante. All right, next up, let's welcome to the stage Brad Kessler.
Wow, hello. I'll be honest, I'm kind of a boring guy. I'm very serious. I'm a race car driver, so I'm sitting here in the back, and everyone's talking about their talents. Some have guitars, some painted. I was gonna do some dark humor political jokes. I wanted to talk about, hairstyles with our president. Is it friendly in here, like, or can we curse, or? Like, holy shit, Donald Trump, oh man. Wow, when he wakes up in the morning with that interesting haircut, what the hell kind of haircut is that? I really, our president, oh man. There's so many jokes I could say about him, but I feel bad that this country has to be a part of it. And so please, Jesus, oh man. I'll be honest, I'm a race car driver, I'm a foodie, I'm a fashion guy. I'm the youngest running. I'm only 22 years old, I'm a millennial. So my talents, I really wanted to skateboard up here or play the drums and be a rock band guy over here. But I'll be honest, there's some great candidates here in the back. I'm a different one. I'm the odd duck in the pond. And I'll just say this. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity to be up here. I feel like I'm in like a second-grade talent show where I'm... But yeah, I'm a different person. So I just wanted you guys to get to maybe hear a bit about me. They didn't tell me how to plan this well. So next time, I'll learn. But anyways, thank you, everyone. I'm running for city council. I'll be a bit serious. I'm running for city council.
All right, thank you.
No,
thank
you. I was trying to kill the time. I'm like, when is this gonna?
Thank you.
Didn't know what to do.
And for the talent, we're continuing the talent part of the evening. Welcome to the stage, Oscar Magana.
Thank you. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm going to tell you a joke. I told my campaign manager the joke. She didn't like it, so YOLO. So this happened 3 or 4 years ago. I was at the Riverwalk, and I was having
I'm sorry,
coffee.
sir. I can't hear him.
Okay. Can you guys hear me now? Oh, thank you. So what happened was, where was I? So at the Riverwalk 3 or 4 years ago, around this time, spring, there was a bunny. I saw a bunny, and it wasn't the Easter bunny. It was like Supremo or something, So he was hopping around all happy because it's spring. So, and then Easter's coming. So he's really happy, all energized, running around, hopping around everywhere. So he's hopping. And then he thinks, he's like, you know what? I bet I can jump the river. right? So he gets a hopping start, boom, flies. On the other side, Pulp Fiction style, there's a skunk doing the same thing, all happy because it's spring. He can be running around and smelling the flowers. So he thinks the same thing. He's like, you know what? I have so much energy right now, I need to release it. I bet I can jump that river. And so they do at the same time. Bam, they collide head first. It's fall in the river. They're all dizzy. They don't know who's who. They fall to one side of the river, and one of them asks the other, hey, who are you? I don't know. Who are you? I don't know. He's like, tell me what I look like, and I'll figure that out. Okay, so the skunk tells the bunny, well, you're big, you have big ears, you have big feet, and you're white and fluffy, and you have a little small tail at the bottom. Oh, okay, I'm a bunny. Okay, great. Now tell me, what do I look like? What do I look like? So the bunny tells the skunk, okay, well, you're big, you're dark, and you have a line in the middle, and you're really stinky. Oh, no, I'm an asshole.
Oscar Magana, everyone. Just a reminder, we do want everyone to be able to hear all of the candidates, so keep the chatter to a minimum. That's what your cell phones are for. Text each other if you have something to say. Let's welcome our next candidate to the stage for the talent portion of the competition, Raymond Zavala.
Good evening, everybody. I've always wanted to do one thing because I don't have that talent. And I've always been a team player. So I'm going to ask the audience to participate in this event with me. I would like for y'all to sing America the Beautiful with me. Can y'all do that? All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty, above the fruited set His grace on thee, and crown thy hood with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Hey,
Raymond Zavala. He didn't even need 2 minutes. All right, let's welcome our next candidate to the stage, Justin Hawley.
I don't know what's going to happen to have to follow that, number one. So here we get going. Good evening, my friends. A talent you thought you would see, but instead I wrote you a poem all about me. J is for just, which I try always to be. What is right, fair, and moral is always the key. U is for unity, joining all walks together. It's a fight I'll keep fighting from now till forever. S is for service, a much higher purpose. Without it, society would be such a circus. T is for travel, which I've done a lot of. Now, new friends, new perspectives, and a few pina coladas. I stands for inclusion, which is close to my heart. To foster that mission, we must all do our part. N stands for neighbor. The term suits me just fine. You know I must ask, won't you be mine? H is for hospitality, where I've poured my blood, sweat, and tears. Without it, I would never have ended up here. O is for open, an open book I sure am. Ask me anything you want, and I will answer it as a fam. The first L is for love. It makes the girl go around. Here's the Alamo City, abundance can be found. The second L is for laughter, so turn that frown upside down. When life gives you lemons, I'll turn you a clown. I'll be your clown. E is for entrepreneur. Don't worry, I won't make you spell. building a business to something I know very well. Y is for Yankee. Go ahead and laugh if you must. Just remember I got to Texas as quickly as I could. A poet I am not, as I'm sure you can see, but I hope you leave tonight knowing a little more about me.
Justin Hawley. Let's give it up for all of our District 1 candidates. Don't forget to be hashtagging SA Night Live on Instagram and Twitter, and tell your friends what you're doing. They're bored at home. All right, let's move on to District 2. Let's welcome to the stage Jada Andrews Sullivan.
So this is going to be a one-act play that I decided to write. I did it when I was younger, and so I present it to you. It's called A Conversation with the Mirror. I sit in my mirror and I think, what shall I be? I ask the mirror, mirror on the wall. But guess what? It's just a cliche I see. So I say to myself, what next shall I do? I shall look at the princess inside of me, for I became a beautiful queen with so much grace and royalty. So I comb my hair and I think, what shall this queen do next? I look in the mirror and it says, you go do your very best. So I look at myself again with all this physique in me, and I ask my mirror, what is today gonna bring? And it looks right back at me. Everything that you need today is right here that you see. Your reflection is the beauty of grace. Go be all that you can be. Thank you.
Miss Jada Andrews Sullivan. All right. Welcoming next to the stage, let's get Selena Santibanez.
Hello, everyone. Pay attention to every single word I speak. And I want to give credit to my sister Sulema Mendoza, who wrote this poem, but you will kindly see how important it is for not only our future, but the future of our city. The Hay Street Bridge. The Hay Street Bridge, it's a gathering place for pedestrians. I mean walkers, not sunblockers or sight stoppers. It's an open space for bicyclists to ride through, of course, obvious, but the possibilities are endless, like bridging our community, bringing back unity, connecting our families. Through dedication and the restoration, we have a view, clouds we're tasting, feel the sky birds we're chasing. Now, sadly, a challenge we're facing. There's a new building they'll be placing. The end of the result will be families who are replaced and displaced. A neighborhood that will feel displacement is distasteful, and you're complacent is an opportunity you're just wasting. It's clear they're greedy, and they don't care y'all been faking. To keep a historic landmark, yes, was a considerate start. Hay Street Bridge is the beating heart. Now complement it with the public part. Then you can say you did your part.
Selena Santibanez, everyone. They're dropping mics and stuff, girl. All right, let's get our next candidate to the stage, Ruben Arciniega.
How's everyone doing tonight? Well, I chose Curtis Mayfield's Move On Up in tribute to Move Texas because of them providing a place for us tonight. And more than that, in District 2, it reflects the diversity that's the cornerstone of what we are and what we believe. Now repeat after me. We want to move on up. Come on now. Say it again. Repeat after me. Move on up. Why do we want good education? Why do we want access to good internet and good schools? And so, why do we want equal rights for everyone? Why are we here? That's it. Thank you.
Ruben Arciniega, everyone. Speaking of Move, don't forget that this evening is brought to you by Move Texas. Make sure you're supporting them out front by the door. Let's welcome our next candidate, introducing Joseph Powell.
Oh man, could I do a second mic stand? No. All right, I'm gonna play a real quick song that I wrote. Sorry for wasting your time. You may have seen me playing on a street corner somewhere. You didn't get to hear the lyrics, so because your windows were rolled up. So. Okay, this is a little song I wrote about a historical icon here in San Antonio. I was going to play a song called Baby, I'm an Anarchist, but they said you couldn't do anything political. So I'm going to play this song that I wrote called Davy Crockett. Well, Davy Crockett was a killer of animals and men. And they say that he killed well over 100 indigenous American Indians who were forced to fight for Santa Ana, didn't speak a word of Spanish, only their indigenous language, and they had never fired a gun, but with muskets pointed at them in either direction, they were like a human shield with nowhere left to run. But Davy Crockett came to Texas in search of better looking horses and to fight for the right of exploitation and avoid the settlement on some nasty divorces. But a pony king of moonshine was never quite enough. Well, he could outdrink a whole bar room and snort giant rails of snuff. And some nights he would share his opium, and it was Syrium-ish. But in the morning he'd be jonesing, and he would take a cotton hit. But the truth is it was cheaper in South Texas than it was in Tennessee. So he did more, it got more strung out. It didn't realize what was really happening, but all the men looked to Davy Crockett and how he didn't give up. You can still see where the line was drawn, and not an able-bodied man stood up.
All right, Mr. Powell. Joseph Powell. Don't you love a talent show? And we have a lot of candidates left, so make sure you're staying entertained, keeping that energy up.
Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm not used to all of this, but this took me a little more than 2 minutes to do. Like Trevino was up here to do something really great. So this is a new series. I am an artist now. I used to be in construction. I used to do murals, restaurants, Venetian plaster, working on churches, on scaffolding, doing gilding. Now I'm off the scaffolding. I'm getting too old and too fat. So I'm actually doing this now. This is a new series I'm working on, and I'm so excited to represent San Antonio in New York in June. I'm thrilled with this series because this is actually my family and my history. Agriculture, farming, this is my history. This is my history. Charreadas. If you know about San Antonio, this is a fantastic sport. And I'm going to continue going out to the charreadas and using them as my inspiration. Women rock. And if you'd like to know any more information, I have a write-up in La Prensa. So if you want to know more information, this is a talent that we have in San Antonio. I'm just a little tiny part of it. And we have so much. And especially here in Blue Star, can you imagine what's come in here and got inspired with the young kids that come through here? We got to keep that going. And that's what I hope to do as City Council. Have the artist voice in City Council to encourage the youth. My people my age, pick up a brush, pick up a pencil, get out there and paint. Get out there and draw. You have inspiration all around you. We were supposed to be painting in the park today at Brackenridge Park. The rain stopped us, but you have so much inspiration. Go to the park, go to the missions, and get out there and do your creative outlet. You'll be inspired, and you're going to find out you've got hidden talent. Thank you, and I appreciate your help.
Give it up for Denise Gutierrez and all of our District 2 candidates. Now moving on to District 3. Welcome to the stage, Rebecca Villagran.
Hello. Hello, everyone. This is National Poetry Month, so I will be reciting a poem or a soliloquy from one of my favorite authors or writers, Lin-Manuel Miranda, from Hamilton. It's a part in Hamilton's, spoiler alert, between the duel of Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr. It's at the moment where the gun goes off. I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. Is this where it gets me? Several feet ahead of me? I see it coming. Do I run or fire my gun or let it be? There is no beat, no melody. Burr, my first friend, my enemy. Maybe the last face I ever see. If I throw away my shot, is this how you remember me? What if this bullet is my legacy? Legacy. What is a legacy? It's planting seeds in a garden you never get to see. I wrote some notes at the beginning of a song someone will sing for me. America, you great unfinished symphony you sent for me. You let me make a difference. A place where even orphan immigrants can leave their fingerprints and rise up. I'm running out of time, I'm running and my time's up. Wise up, eyes up. I catch a glimpse of the other side. Lawrence leads a soldier's chorus on the other side. My son, he's with my mother on the other side. Washington is watching from the other side. Teach me how to say goodbye. Rise up, rise up, rise up, Eliza. My love, take your time. I'll see you on the other side. Raise a glass to freedom. Sing.
Thank you.
Yes. From District 3, Councilwoman Rebecca Villagran. All right, let's keep this talent show going. From District 4, let's welcome to the stage Joel Mendoza.
All right, so when they told us segment 2 was a personality test, horrible at the About Me sections, right? It reminded me of helping me set up my friend's Tinder about me. I'm horrible, I don't know what to put. So I thought I'd share a couple of things that I like and do in my spare time, and one of them is look at memes, right? So I'm gonna share a couple of memes with you that I share with my friends. This is one of them, when you eat one healthy meal and feel like a new person. All right, waiting till 8:59 p.m. to pull up at Bill Miller's, hoping they offer you a whole pie for $1. Asking my mom, yes or no, mom, they are already outside for me. That was me in my teenage years. And then when you're cleaning and get distracted and end up like this for 3 hours, that's me binge watching on Netflix. All right, I'm a huge animal lover. I have 5 rescue dogs. These are 2 of my first ones. That's Lucky and that's Brett. All right? That's what I do in my free time, go to dog park, spend time with them. And I'm originally from the Valley. I'm originally from Mission, Texas. All right? So, like anybody in the Valley and San Antonio, I love Selena and I love Fiesta. So I thought I'd share one of my favorite Selena songs with y'all.
¿Están cansados ya? Ojalá que no. Si vienen a bailar, nos vamos a gozar. Si vienen a dormir, pasando fuera de aquí. Es ese ritmo de mi cumbia que te va a mover. La tecnocumbia que te traigo te daré el placer para que muevas tu cuerpo de la cabeza a los pies. Y ahora que estamos de pie se repitan todos. Hey, hey.
All right, don't get mad at me for cutting this one off. It's the rules. Give it up for Joel Mendoza. All right, up next from District 4, Adriana Rocha Garcia. Ooh, oh my God, I'm hungry. Wait. This is for me.
Test. And you'll give me a countdown?
A 3, 2, 1, start.
Thank you. Hi, guys. So I really don't have too much talent, so I decided that I'm really good at eating and I'm really good at making appetizers. So today I'm going to make you guys some guacamole. And so with this, I want to make sure you follow me on Dr. A for SA with some handy hashtags that you'll see here coming up. But we have 4 ingredients basically in this guacamole. So first is aguacates de Mexico. Please do not use the inferior aguacates from California. You need to make sure that you use the aguacates de Mexico. And you can find these at your handy HEB, so please, I encourage you to do so. I was inspired by a friend of mine, and so you will also need a few other things. So you will need 4 ingredients. We're from District 4, so we always stay with 4. So we will have some chopped cebollas. We will have some 4 chopped chiles. Now, if you like some spice, you could do some more, but I'm sticking with the 4th theme here. So we're going to now chop some of these aguacates. And
1 minute,
sorry,
ma'am.
this might get a little bit messy, but they can be found crushed for you already in friendly millennial containers at your local Southside HEB. So then we have your onions. Here we go. We will have your peppers. Of course, I had to come in. Your secret ingredient from District 4. And then you mash it all together. And making guacamole, it's a little bit like making policy. You've got to put in all the ingredients to really create a masterpiece. So I hope you enjoyed today's masterpiece. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Adriana Rocha Garcia. I'll be in the back for that in a second. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Give it up for all of our Move Texas workers today, everyone. All right, who knows what's coming next, girl? We're only on District 4. Let's welcome to the stage Genevieve Trinidad.
Hi, everyone. This is my good friend, Amy. And the reason she's got Tigger on her arm is because we're part of that feral program. So we do the catch and release, and we rescue cats and kittens and take them in and have them spaded and stuff like that. We also do dogs, but I really don't like dogs. Most of the time, they wind up chasing me instead of me chasing them. So I'm just strictly with the cats. But it does take a lot of effort, and so that's when I hit into Cat Patrol mode. So everybody's telling me like, Miss G, what are you doing out there? Well, I get my flashlight and I get my goodie bags. for the cats. So I'm like, it takes a lot of work, and we're like from 8 to like 10. And so we're just walking around, looking. Oh, there's one over there. We're trying to get them. The cages are huge, thanks to the ACS that lends us the cages. But you know what? The effort's worth it because we're saving a lot of cats and also saving and preserving the ecosystem. They're very important in their colony. And of course, we cash and release. And as of today, I am the sub-feeding station for all the cats in my area. So they're all coming in. Thank you. Vote for Genevieve Trinidad, District 4.
Genevieve Trinidad. All right, and last up for District 4, let's welcome Samantha Sammy Sanchez to the stage. And 3. Oh.
Okay, so yeah, thanks for the impatience. All right, so hello, I'm Sammy Sanchez. I was gonna come out here and sing Can you hear me now? Let me just grab this, yeah. So hello, my name is Sammy Sanchez. I was gonna come out here and sing Beyonce, but I didn't want to embarrass my kids, so I just have a personality. So I'm first generation American, so my talent is being able to translate federal government paperwork at the age of 5 for my parents. This is pretty much sums up my life, right? And so, but there's also something really beautiful with duality. I get to share my culture with my kiddos. This is this fall in Guanajuato and San Luis Potosí. I'm also a cis woman in the STEM profession, so I'm trying to close that race gap and that gender gap. I'm married to 10 years to my wonderful partner, raising 2 compassionate, beautiful young girls, and they're fierce leaders in their own right, so making sure that we have civic leaders in our future. So I also know that my responsibility is to inspire the youth, and so this is me implementing STEM programming throughout the city of San Antonio. I'm also disabled. I was born with cerebral palsy. There is nothing I can do about it, but that's a challenge in itself, right? But yeah, it's what I am, and it's a very big part of my life. And so I had to overcome adversity. So here's RuPaul telling me you better work. Beyonce tells me you better slay. And yeah, and it's all, I overcame adversity because my mom's phrase of stay woke was ponte las pilas. And so me puse las pilas desde día uno, and I've been working really hard to make sure that I overcome everything I need to overcome, that I'm helping others come up with me. So I'm, as I'm overcoming things and improving myself, I'm grabbing those people and I'm coming to make sure that they come with me. So I'm also, I just wanted to end that I'm the #1 Spurs fan, right? So, and I'm trying to become the person that I needed growing up. And yeah, that's the tea. So thank you so much.
Samantha Sanchez, everyone. All right, moving on to District 5. Let's get Shirley Gonzalez to the stage.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm Shirley Gonzalez, Councilwoman for District 5. Kevin and I met on the road to comfort and welfare. And it's not a metaphor. We really did meet riding bicycles in the hill country almost 10 years ago. And that day he came upon me and he said, "Do you look like you're suffering?" And I said, "No, I'm an Iron Man. I'm not suffering." And he says, "Well, let me give you a little help." And he put his hand on my bike as I was riding up the hill. And he gently pushed me over the hill. And as we came down the other side, he rode by my side. And as we came down the flat parts, I sat in behind him, tucked safely behind his bicycle, and we rode as fast as we could. And that's how our marriage has been since then. Kevin pushing me when I needed, riding beside me when I was, enjoying the good parts, the coasting. My life has been spent on the bicycle. And cycling and advocacy, making our streets safe for all road users, is so important for us. And it goes on. I did not know Tito Bradshaw. But we must continue to do our part to make our streets safe. There will be a memorial service at the parish, 1625 Buena Vista, tomorrow at 2 o'clock. It goes until 7 o'clock. I hope to see you all there. We ride for the memory of those that we've lost, and we ride for safe streets for everyone. So just like Kevin has been there for me by my side for the last 10 years, we must ride on. And for Tito, may the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. And may God forever hold you in the palm of his hand.
Councilwoman Shirley Gonzalez, everyone. All right. Next up, we have Gilma Davila. Where are you at, Gilma?
Cheer for me. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, everyone. My name is Gilma Davila. A lot of people can't pronounce it. It's Gilma, Jill. Call me Pancha. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and read something. Hold on. All hard, guys. So, first of all, I truly believe that it's not what we say. It's how we say it and what we do with what we say. This is coming from my constituent heart. I am the neighbor, the comadre, the prima, I'm the raza. I believe we all have a purpose. I believe that we all have what it takes. We each have the ability to do whatever it is that we need to do to get through whatever situation, circumstance, or time that we are currently in. You, all of you, are here now because this is where you're supposed to be. It is you who has been called to fight this fight. You and only you, and you have one of two choices. You either stand up and fight, or you stay down in fright. If this position in this district is meant for me, if this is where I'm needed, then I'm standing up to fight. Who wants to stand with me? If this, all you've been through has been exactly what you've needed. It has exposed the strength, it has unleashed the rage, and applied the lesson. So to you today I say, if we join forces, we can fight the good fight. Unidos, somos la fuerza. United, we are the force. In case you didn't speak English, I just translated, so it's my Spanglish for you. And your voice is, unidos, somos la fuerza. Say it with me, guys. Unidos, somos la fuerza. And if you can't say it in Spanish, say it in English. United, we are the force. I can't do any of this by myself. It's all you who's going to help take me even to outside. Thank you so much. Gilma Davila. Appreciate it.
Gilma Davila. All right, District 6 is up next. Let's get Melissa Cabello Haverda to the stage. Oh, cancel that. Mario Adame.
All right, so I'm a published author. I write poetry, which is my passion. So this one is dedicated to someone special out there. She knows who she is. Why is it that we say, nice to meet you? Why is it that we can't start with, I love you first? Yes, repeat it to one another at the very moment our hands meet. Because somewhere, someone has loved you, is loving you. Aren't we born messengers, not strangers? Thank you.
Mario Adame. All right, moving on to... All right, we're on the search for Councilwoman Anna Sandoval. Where are you at, ma'am? We'll try again. We are doing the talent portion for District 7 right now, so we'll see if we can find Anna, but in the meantime, in District 7, let's welcome Trevor Whitney to the stage. Trevor.
Hello, hello. I don't have an inspiring poem. I don't have false promises like a lot of politicians here, but I do have a scooter and I do have a song. Hit the music. He's not going to hit the music. Taxpayer dollars at work.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I got the horses in the back, horse stock is attached. Head is matted black, got the bushes black to match. Riding on a horse, you can whip your Porsche. I've been in the valley, you ain't been up off that porch. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
Trevor Whitney, y'all. Trevor Whitney. All right, up next for District 7. Girl, like I said, you never know what's going to come. It's a talent show. Okay. Let's get to the stage. Councilwoman Anna Sandoval.
That's not my song. Hope y'all brought your dancing shoes. So 2 years ago, I did have a problem with the AV here. There we go.
Como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho. Que tengo miedo perderte, perderte después. Quiero mirarme en tus ojos, sentirte muy cerca, verte junto a mí. Piensa que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de aquí. Bésame, bésame mucho. Como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho. Que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte después.
Give it up for Councilwoman Anna Sandoval. District 7 with the energy today. All right, let's get District 8 to the stage. Councilman Manny Pelaez.
Hey folks, what I'm gonna do is show you a video. Please direct your attention up here to the screen.
Okay guys, I got an idea. I think this is a winner. What I'd like to do is create a program where we pull together a lot of different thought leaders and activists and advocates, and we create a automatic voter registration program. We're gonna get a bunch of young folks and a lot of thought. Really? I just found out that Move does this and that there's no need for me to fill that space. We'll adjourn the meeting right now and we'll gather again when I come up with another idea. Okay, so the idea is we get a lot of young people together and we activate them, Andrew, to really advocate for like important things. Cite and release, for example. Like that's an important one, right?
Yeah, but as a former board member for Move, I gotta tell you, they do that too.
Move does it?
You gotta come up with some new ideas.
Yeah, no, you're right. Okay, all right, my idea, here it is. We create an organization that dedicates itself to empowering young leaders with the skills to be even more effective. Right, I mean, we use the issues of today.
Councilman,
What?
yes, Move already does that.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay.
She's right. I just looked at
Yeah,
their
I get
website. That's exactly what they do.
Thanks. Move, you're killing me, but I love you. You're setting the bar real high for us, you're challenging us at City Hall, and you're holding us accountable. Thank you so much for all the good work that you're doing. And thank you for making San Antonio better. I'm proud to call you friends.
Manny Pelaez, Councilman Manny Pelaez. Next up, we've got Frankie Gonzalez Wolf.
I'm going to be singing. Just kidding. October 28, 1976. A little boy is born into this world innocent and carefree. Fast forward 8 years. This same little boy is diagnosed with cancer and fighting for his life. He decides he will live and survives. Fast forward. He goes in at the age of 15 and he has his first kiss with a boy. 2 weeks later at home, he tells his parents, "Mom, Dad, I'm gay." His parents, unfazed, says, "Okay, eat your dinner." Fast forward, he's now 18, goes to the club for the first time with his best friend, Teresa, and sees a woman who was born male, thinks to himself, "I'm not the only one." Then says, "Hi," and she responds, "Hi, I'm Denise, I'm trans." He thinks, "Oh my gosh." Fast forward November 1998, he puts on a dress, makeup, a wig, and fabulous shoes, looks in the mirror, then paints the town pink. 3 men approach him, hold him down, whisper in his ear, "You want to dress like a woman? I'll treat you like a woman." They beat, rape, and leave him naked in the parking lot. He fought. He survived. Fast forward, school, work, failed relationships, work, more work. He's now 36, depressed, alone, suicidal, and lost. Wakes up one morning, tells his sister, "I'm a woman." Sister says, "Then live." Fast forward, goodbye, old me. Hello, new me. She's now strong. She's now confident. She is alive. She is married. She's in love. Fast forward tonight, April 6th, Brick, Blue Star. She looks out into the audience and says, "I am here. I am her. I am transvisible."
Frankie Gonzalez Wolf, everyone. All right, next up, we've got Tony Valdivia to the stage.
Hi, how's everyone doing today? Thanks for coming out. This is a photo of my father. When this was taken, he was 15 years old and coming to America from Mexico. When he came here, he didn't know any English, not a single word. Somehow, he managed to graduate from high school, get a job, and start a family. My father was lucky because he had a coworker that looked at him and said, "You're too smart to be working in a warehouse. You need to go get your education." And so my dad thought about that, started going out to some of the local community colleges and junior colleges. And one day he met with an admission officer. And for whatever reason, that admission officer, I don't know if he liked the way my dad looked or the way he spoke English, but he told my father, "This college is not for you because we're not here to teach you basic English." That pissed my dad off something fierce. And he decided, no, your college isn't right for me. Not only am I going to graduate, but I'm going to graduate from the University of Michigan. Exactly, thank you. And that's exactly what he did. He went out to a community college, got good grades, transferred to the University of Michigan, got his degree, and it made all the difference in his life. And in turn, it's made all the difference in my life. My father was able to chase his American dream, so I could chase mine. Thank you. So today, my talent comes from my father. He wants to motivate you to chase your American dream. Thank you.
Tony Valdivia, everyone. All right, that's everyone from District 8. Let's move on to District 9 and welcome Councilman John Courage.
Hey there. Listen to all of my friends who are expecting me to come out and do my Elvis impersonation of Blue Hawaii. As I was coming up, I was given some breaking news to share with everybody. So I really need all of your attention. Just in, the complete, unredacted Mueller report has just been released. One of their findings was he who must not be named. Tax returns have been revealed. And they're in a real easy to read format. He filed the 1080 EZ forms. Also, it's been determined that most of he who must not be named's tweets were done by Russian bots. It further has been determined that he who must not be named was wiretapped, but not by Obama, but by Melania. Also, it's been discovered that in the report, 200 people had given formal testimony, but in the index, there are 3,000 additional women who wanted to testify, but they ran out of time. Also in the report, the committee did secretly interview he who must not be named, and the report gives him 4 Pinocchios. And finally, the report revealed there is no wall in San Antonio. So, for further information, you can go to Snopes.com. Thank you.
Councilman John Courage, everyone, from District 9. All right, keeping the night going with the rest of our talented candidates, let's move on to District 10 and welcome Elise Kibler. And we're ready when you are.
Solo voy con mi pena, sola va mi condena. Correré mi destino para burlar la ley. Perdido en el corazón de la grande Babilón. Me dicen el clandestino por no llevar papel. Pa' una ciudad del norte yo me fui a trabajar. Mi vida la dejé entre Ceuta y Gibraltar. Soy una raya en el mar, fantasma en la ciudad. Mi vida va prohibida, dice la autoridad. Solo voy con mi pena, sola va mi condena. Correré mi destino por no llevar papel. Perdido en el corazón Babilón. Me dicen el clandestino, yo soy el quebra ley. Mano negra clandestina, peruano clandestino, africano clandestino, marihuana ilegal. Solo voy con mi pena, sola va mi condena. Correré mi destino para burlar la ley. Perdido en el corazón de la grande Babilón. Me dicen el clandestino por no llevar papel. Argelino clandestino, nigeriano clandestino, boliviano clandestino.
All right, give it up for Elise Kibler, everyone. Up next, we have Maria Perez. Maria Perez to the stage.
The music is about. I used to be a fashion designer back in my 20s, and I did a little catwalk. And I'm going to bring that back because I was almost trafficked 34 years ago. So we're going to help women with sexual assault, human trafficking, anything else that affects women, we're going to combat it. Fashion, throw it out there.
Shake it real fast, you get a little more. I got bands in the coop.
Fashion, yes.
I got bands in the coop. Bustin' out the roof.
So we're gonna be helping women of all. You know, I want to bring fashion back for women of all shapes.
Maria Perez. All right. Continuing with the talent portion of the evening, let's get Linda Montellano to the stage.
Okay, y'all, we're gonna sing this song that has a lot of meanings in my campaign. We're taking it to the streets.
In the booth.
Take It to the Streets by the Doobie Brothers.
You don't know me, but I'm your brother.
Montellano, everyone. All right, moving on to our mayoral candidates. Mayor Nierenberg had to step out for family business, unfortunately, and Mr. Brockhouse, yo no sé, chico. So first, let's get to the stage, Anthony Diaz.
Well, I don't have any particular talents. I'm just running for office, and I think I have the remedy to be a better city, an inclusive city, under my mayoral guardianship. It's been a great show, though. Thank you.
Antonio Diaz, everyone. Up next, let's welcome Matt Pina.
For the guitar. Gotcha. Yeah. All right. Okay, perfect. Okay, great. Well, guys, I was actually going to play a song from Nirvana originally, but really what it was is because today's the 25th anniversary, actually, of his death. But instead, I'm actually going to play something a little bit more personal because my cousin actually took his own life. So I tell people is that if you need help, ask for it. This was actually the last thing he played for me, but I'm not going to finish it. I'm not going to sing it because I want you to know that somebody's going to notice when it goes unsung. Come on. Let's see if we can get a little bit more sound there.
Matt Pina, everyone. And next up, let's get John Velasquez to the stage. Oh, go ahead in the booth.
I was born in Abilene, Texas, to politically active parents and grew up as the middle child. I was an odd child who did well in school and played sports. I went to UT Austin, majoring in psychology and English with a teacher certification. Then I found the first love of my life, squash rackets. I competed nationally and was ranked 31 in the country. When I graduated, I taught middle and high school students in the Austin area. That's when I learned how to work very hard. The next step in my career was graduate school at Texas A&M University in clinical psychology. I learned a lot about myself and people. To earn the PhD, I completed a year-long internship at the University of Washington School of Medicine, where I learned how to treat chronic disease. After graduate school, I was professor at Baylor University. When the time came, I moved back home to San Antonio. My family's from Hondo, Texas. My career took off teaching at University of the Incarnate Word and developing a successful business in consultation, therapy, research, and assessment. I currently conduct disability exams for veterans while treating clients, mentoring children, and training graduate students at my second home, the Presa Community Center.
What's one trend you hope never comes back?
Disco dancing.
If you had a theme song, what would it be?
Smooth Criminal.
What's the most beautiful place near where you live?
Salado Creek.
What word do you always misspell?
receive.
What's your secret talent?
Is finding the right articles that my students can't find.
What word is a lot of fun to say?
Ridiculous.
What's an awful movie that you love?
Star Wars.
How should success be measured?
Lifelong growth and learning all along the way.
Okay.
I was born in Abilene, Texas, to politically active parents.
Okay, that was everything you ever wanted to know about me, but you were afraid to ask. But there's just one more question I got to ask you before we go. So listen. How do you wake up Lady Gaga? Poker face. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, sir. Give it up for all of your candidates in the talent portion of the evening. Now, everyone, get out your phones. It's time for another round of voting. Don't forget, whichever candidate you enjoyed the most throughout the evening is going to win our Best of Bunch award. If you haven't yet, go to slido.com. That's SLIDO.com on your phones. And enter the code A192 so you can vote. All right. Continuing on with SA Night Live, we've arrived at the final segment of the evening, the big picture. Candidates were asked to submit a picture and a message of 100 words or less describing their big picture vision for San Antonio if they are elected. Candidates will now have 30 seconds to each to explain their pictures. If the candidate did not submit a picture, they'll be invited to the stage to describe their vision with their words. So use your imagination. Let's get up for District 1, Councilman Robert Trevino.
All right, well, this is the picture I picked today because for many of you may not know, I'm a border kid. And this is the kind of shit Wheating's put up with, right? We don't build walls. We want to build communities. And at the heart of that is what we've done in District 1. We want to continue to do the work we've done. Free Speech Coalition, the Spanish translation services that we have in San Antonio, and Indigenous Peoples Day that we recognize, that all came from my office. I want to continue doing that work. Vote District 1, Roberto Trevino. Please, hashtag build sidewalks, not walls. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Trevino. Next, let's welcome up Lauro Bustamante.
Okay, this is the smart city diagram. We've got artificial intelligence, electrified streets, electric cars, electric buses, Elon Musk, SpaceX. We've got smart environment. This is my view for San Antonio. Vote for Lauro Bustamante, District 1. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Up next, let's welcome Brad Kessler.
I believe John F. Kennedy is one of my biggest inspirations for the city of San Antonio and for my campaign. On my campaign, I use one of his quotes, "Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try." And John F. Kennedy played a great part in American politics for this country. So I believe he really represents San Antonio well. He is one of my biggest inspirations. And many of the things he's advocated for made history and made great change and stride for our country and many communities. So he was in San Antonio the day before he passed away, and I really want to honor his legacy. So,
Brad Kessler, everyone. Up next, from District 1, let's get Oscar Magana.
Thank you. So I got this stairwell.
As you guys know, I like walking around the Riverwalk. So, as I was taking a stroll in the Riverwalk, I noticed families from all over the world enjoying what San Antonio has to offer. I came in a pause and I noticed a stairwell. It reminded me of my upbringing. It also inspired me of a promise I will make to you tonight. I promise to take with me to the next level as we, together, will prosper into a new and better San Antonio, because San Antonio is the second largest city in Texas, and we need to start acting like it.
Oscar Magana. All right, up next, Raymond Zavala.
Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody for being here and giving us a chance to say what we really feel. My vision for San Antonio is this: true representation in District 1. And I would like to say this: no one will be left behind. That I guarantee you, because I don't make any promises. Thank you.
Yes, Raymond Zavala. And last up for District 1, let's welcome Justin Hawley.
Who's heard of Joan Rivers? Okay. Let's talk. So my vision for the district and the city, really, is we've got to increase our trust, transparency, effectiveness of our city hall. Who's going to do it? The neighborhoods, the business community, and the associations and nonprofits. And we're going to do it through engagement, economic inclusion, and lastly, education, which is your number one issue that you've told us you care most about. And we're going to do it through scorecards with all 54 precincts. Thank you.
Justin Hawley, that's all the candidates from District 1. And we are in the last round of the evening, so make sure to keep it down. We want to hear all the information that we can get in tonight. So everyone in the audience and in the back, make sure to keep your voices down. If you have something to say, that's what your cell phones are for. Text your neighbor. Let's welcome from District 2, Jada Andrew Sullivan.
All right. So the picture I decided to use was a picture of unity. This is what I see for the city of San Antonio, is an all-inclusive circle, which means that each and every one of us can touch each other and make a difference. That's what San Antonio truly means to me. That's what San Antonio truly is about. When we join in this completeness, we have a city that is number one, above everything, and means the most to all of us sitting here. District 2 is my name and my place to be, but I'm Jada Andrew Sullivan. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you. Up next, Selena Santabanez to the stage.
Hello, everyone. Where's my photo? There we go. So I grew up in the East Side, District 2. It's all about civic engagement. Start in your own neighborhood, start in your own organizations. Before I became board chair, I was a product of this community. I came back, volunteered, became a board member, then became board chair. And then after starting my own nonprofit, I came back and I volunteered again, because this is our future. They are our future. They are going to make what we decide is the future of our city. Vote for Selena D2. Thank you.
Thank you. Up next from District 2, Ruben Arciniega.
This is a picture of my brother in the 1980s in San Antonio, Texas, specifically the East Side. And a lot of people would see the picture and they may see the dirt floor. They may see the impromptu basketball court. They may see the young boy looking up. They might even say they see poverty or pobreza. And we understand that, but I don't see that. What I see is the ability to dream, the ability to look forward, and I see a sense of wealth that it may not come in a monetary form, but it comes in the form of the people and the community. Having said that, I'm proud of District 2. I'm glad that we're from District 2. I'm glad the people are here from District 2, no matter who you campaign for. And at the end of the day, we'll always have something to say, no matter our circumstance. And thank you, Ruben Arciniega.
Ruben Arciniega, everyone. All right, let's get Joseph Powell to the stage.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Yeah, I forgot to do it. Well, I had such a big vision, I didn't get around to it, and I didn't have the photo editing technology. But basically, back in the day in San Antonio, you could swim in Brackenridge Park. If you go along the I-35 corridor, you see Austin and San Marcos, people swimming and using the spring-fed areas as a place that they can enjoy. And this is done by keeping the water sources very, very, very clean. Furthermore, and a guy smoking a blunt, giving a high five to a cop, eating a sushi donut on one side of the park, and then families being able to hang out on the other side. Thank you.
Well, that made some of you quiet down. All right, from District 4, and audience members, do try to be respectful, and even if you are distracted, don't distract everyone else. We're trying to listen, so quiet. Okay. Let's get Joel Mendoza to the stage. Joel.
All right, cool. All right, San Antonio. My vision for San Antonio is too bright, I had to put my shades on. A city that no matter your background, race, sex, or religion, everyone will have the opportunity to be prosperous and live their life to their full potential. The economic gap that divides San Antonio into north, south, east, and west side will be closed. A city where every student on the south side will have the same education opportunities as their peers on the north side. San Antonio, Texas, a city that is culturally diverse, vibrant, bold, innovative, and leads by example.
Give it up for Joel Mendoza. And from District 2, I accidentally skipped Miss Denise Gutierrez. Homer, how can we skip Miss Denise?
Okay, well, I guess they skipped me. Now I'm back again, but my picture's not up.
Oh, we can wait just a moment. We're going to get the picture for Miss Denise Gutierrez. Homer.
Well, I can go ahead and start. One of the issues that I really have with District 2 is respect. Respect for District 2. This is important for me, for all of San Antonio, not just District 2. We are all a part of San Antonio. Every district, every community, every building on my Loteria card is San Antonio. One thing I want to make sure that everybody remembers, that I grew up, you grew up, playing Loteria somehow, some way at a birthday party or with grandma. We love Loteria. We love San Antonio. And we need to remember our history and look forward to the future. We need to deal with the reality. We're here, we've been here for 300 years, and we're going to continue growing. And that's our future. We all have to work together. Don't forget the Spurs. Don't forget our Hay Street Bridge. We fought for it, we want it, and we're getting it back. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And let's get back to District 4 with Adriana Rocha Garcia.
Hey guys, my vision for San Antonio is your vision for San Antonio. I want to work together with you all so that we could make the city that you want to live in. I plan to bring stakeholders to the table from every area of San Antonio to work together. I do have plans for District 4. This is one of the areas in District 4 that needs some more development, and I hope to work with you all to bring the services that you all need and represent San Antonio for the future, for the next million residents coming to San Antonio, so that we could be a welcoming, inclusive city for all. Thank you.
Adriana Rocha Garcia. All right, let's get Genevieve Trinidad to the stage.
Hey, that's me right there on District 4, right here on Five Palms. District 4 is on the move. I was able to vote for this new development of new homes in our area. So I'm just so excited that we're just keeping the momentum so far as bringing new growth and new development, and District 4. District 4 is on the move for San Antonio. Thank you. Vote Genevieve Trinidad, District 4.
Genevieve Trinidad. All right, Samantha Sammy Sanchez.
Okay, so my picture, I created this picture here
And I just put the 5 things that we really need in life to make sure that we elevate our quality of life. So I used gears to represent each aspect and programming and resources and capabilities in our communities, and just elevating and highlighting our strengths, fixing the deficiencies, and just so that we could elevate, working together to improve the quality of life for all of San Antonio. So inclusive decision, innovative solutions. So vote for Sammy for that.
Sammy Sanchez. That concludes District 4. Let's start on District 5. Councilwoman Shirley Gonzalez to the stage.
Hey, y'all. Clearly, I am not Councilwoman Shirley Gonzalez. My name is Dr. Samantha Hernandez, and I am her Director of Policy and Strategic Initiatives. So why am I here? I'm here because Councilwoman Gonzalez asked me to share her vision. And what is it? It is a compact, complete streets, completely accepting, sustainable neighborhood. That is what she wants for San Antonio. How many of you love scooters? Woo! Everybody loves to be connected. We're loving using the scooters, whether it's Blue, Duck, Bird, Lime, all of the above. And that is what Councilwoman stands for. So if you live in D5, vote for Councilwoman Shirley Gonzalez. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's get Gilma Davila to the stage.
Thank you, guys. So, I'm missing a picture. Is my picture up there? Oh, there it is. So what I want, my vision is your vision. What I want is leadership. I want diversity. I want more art and culture. We need that. I want financial stability, more jobs. I want family. I want everyone to help one another up. We all can help one another. We're all puzzle pieces. And I want more unity, and I want to register everybody to vote. Everybody. Thank you.
Gilma Davila. That's all from District 5. Up from District 6, let's get Mario Adame.
All right, so really quick. So my vision is for San Antonio by at least 2030, at least 60% of my District 6 to actually vote. We're actually at 11%, which is really, really low. But I take it back to Charlie Gonzalez. So my dad had gotten in a helicopter accident in Chico, Texas, and my mom, she told the Army multiple times, over and over and over, I want my husband to come home to get the care that he needed to be with his family. But the Army denied it. But it was actually Charlie Gonzalez who brought my dad home, who honored my mom's requests, and he came home to be with his family so that way my brother and I could be taken care of by obviously our family. But at the end of the day, he, as well as all your elected officials, they answer to us. So I don't want any generation to ever forget that they answer to us. That's it.
Mario Adame. Let's get from District 7, Councilwoman Anna Sandoval.
Hi, good evening. Thank you. This photograph is my team. It's a lot of fellows, volunteers from high school and college, and some of our canvassers. And basically, we know that our city's growing faster than it has before. A lot of people are getting rich from it, and some wonderful things are happening. And I think we should all grow prosperous with our city, and I want to make sure we don't leave anybody behind. Thanks.
Thank you. Up next, Trevor Whitney.
Good evening, good evening. Hey, first of all, we need more stuntmen in office. Hey, this is my picture, and it represents a very clear choice that we have on May 4th in all of these races. So you see a lot of paper airplanes that are going in the same direction and one that's going completely the opposite direction. San Antonio is a really critical turning point. We need to elect the next generation of leadership that has the courage to take risks and to stand by their word. This is the least transparent city council in a generation. It's the most partisan in a generation. We have to elect a new generation of leaders. This is not San Francisco. This is not Portland. We can create our own future, maintaining our cultural heritage and staying true to what it is to being San Antonian. My name is Trevor Whitney, and I'm District 7. I hope you had fun.
All right, thank you, District 7. Up next, Councilman Manny Pelaez.
All right, folks, I want a city. I want your city to be not just known for fantastic food, the best basketball team in the world, and margaritas, but I want us to be known for the brains that create the most innovative and technology-advanced city on the planet. And that's why I support a downtown UTSA expansion. That's why I support community college for all. That's why I support making sure that people learn innovation and tech at the earliest stage. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Councilman Manny Pelaez from District 8. Let's get up to the next to the stage, Tony Valdivia.
Thank you. On mine here, what I have is a roadmap on how we're going to get to a San Antonio that works for all of us. Most importantly is economic opportunity, where we have the Office of the Internship, which is going to help young people that are graduating from our fantastic colleges here, such as UTSA, and partner with businesses so we can get them into jobs upon graduating. Thank you. And we also want to address homelessness solutions. We have a program that will help put homeless people to work, rather than my incumbent who wants to spend $30,000 putting up signs saying don't give money to them. We're going to spend that money to actually get them out to work, help clean up the city, and then connect them with nonprofits that can get them the help they need, from housing to food to mental health services to addiction. I guess that's the end of my time. But thank you. Learn more at votetonyv.com. Thank you.
Up next from District 8, Frankie Gonzalez-Wolf.
My vision is simple. This picture reflects the future. These are the students of UTSA. I am proud of what we are going to accomplish. I've worked very hard over the past 23 years to make a better life for not just my community, but for the community to come. And these smiling faces that surround me are the next generation of politicians, activists, ready to make a difference for their community. So I'm looking forward to working with each and every one of them and working with each and every one of you so that together we can make a difference. Thank you.
Frankie Gonzalez-Wolf. All right, on to District 9. Let's get Councilman John Courage to the stage.
Thank you. What you see behind you is my dream. My dream is that we have an all-American city. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that we're welcoming to everybody. Yes, to us as Americans, but also to Central Americans and South Americans and all North Americans. That we be a city of equality and a city where everyone who comes here is treated equally, can enjoy the prosperity that we have to offer. That's what I mean when I say we're an all-American city. We're also a city that is energy efficient, that works with alternative energy, that works with wind and solar. I want to see us get rid of petroleum and work on those kinds of energies that are going to keep us clean. That's what will make us an all-American city. I hope that you would join me in that. Thank you.
Councilman Don Courage, thank you. Up next from District 10, let's get Elise Kibler.
Thank you for having me. I've had so much fun tonight. This is my first time in politics. Okay, thank you. I'm a pediatrician by day. I'm running because I think we need to improve access to mental health services. Right now, it takes about 6 months or more to get a kid seen by a psychiatrist. It's becoming a real crisis, and it's, I think, contributing to why we're #1 in child abuse, which is horrific. And we're also #1 for babies born to mothers addicted to opiates, which is not acceptable. We need to help these people, and we need to protect our beautiful natural resources as well. Thanks.
Elise Kibler, everyone. And now let's welcome Maria Perez.
I don't want to fall down. When you look at this picture, what do you see? Innovation, the future. I have a 23-year-old son, I forget his age. He attends UTSA and he tells me, what's for my future, Mom? Innovation. And when you look at this, we want to keep our community and a neighborhood safe again. We want to make sure that everything's done right when it comes to infrastructure and transportation, and education is very important. So we have to make sure that everything's done on the level of y'all. Y'all are the future. Thank you.
Maria Perez, everyone. Up next from District 10, let's get Linda Monteano to the stage.
This picture is from my district. I took this picture. This is my district, and the sky is so beautiful. And if we don't eliminate carbon emissions, my grandchildren are not going to be able to see that anymore. My children's children will not be able to see that anymore, and beyond every generation. So we need to eliminate carbon emissions, and let's protect our environment. Thank you.
Linda Monteano. All right, moving on to the mayoral candidates. Just a reminder, Mayor Nierenberg had to step out for family emergency. Brockhouse, yo no sé. So let's welcome Anthony Diaz. Well, he's not coming up here according to him. Anthony Diaz, here you go.
Well, all I can say is, are there any people out here that did the March for Science? No? One person. Well, I did that earlier today because I believe that the mayor should have already approved the climate action plan. Okay? Not kick it down the field until October, until after it's inconsequential to voters. If I were mayor, it would have been approved already. Vote Diaz, May 4th. Thank you.
Anthony Diaz, everyone. Up next, let's get Matt Pina. Matthew Pina.
Hey guys, so I'm a political scientist by trade. In fact, I used to teach some classes over at UTSA. I don't know if we have any Roadrunners in the house, but so this is what you call the veil of ignorance. And what it means is that a lawmaker shouldn't be able to tell whether somebody's black, white, gay, straight, or anything in between. In fact, when you make a law, it needs to be fair across the board. It's important. And that sometimes I think is being misjudged, because what you have to do is you have to remind yourself of what our Constitution brings to us and what we can do to have people. All right, thanks, guys. Oh, 15? Okay, I'm done. Okay, apparently.
Matt Pina, everyone. And last up in the mayoral category, let's get John Velasquez to the stage.
I'm cracking myself up. I call this the statistics warrior pose, because numbers matter, and here's a few numbers, okay? In 2012, San Antonio voted for pre-K for SA with 1/8 of a penny tax. And we have been able to have graduates from that program go on and have great attendance and bring attendance dollars into our city. We're gonna do the same thing for mental health. Mental health, we're gonna have a city-owned, city-run, city-funded mental health system. Thank you, good night.
Dr. John Velasquez, everyone. And now with that, let's everyone take out your phones. This is your last chance to vote for the best of the bunch of the evening. Cute, I love it. Let's give it up for all of our candidates from the evening, everyone. Make sure you are registering to vote if you are not registered already. Get out there and vote. I'd like to thank Moves Texas for having me. My name is Wayne Holtz. Thank you for letting me host the evening. Thank you to the candidates. Make sure you're tipping your bartender and get me a beer. After that, I'd like to get Drew back up to close out the night. Drew.
San Antonio, what'd you think about that show? Let's give a huge hand to Wayne Holtz for hosting us tonight. So I think I've heard from the staff all the results of the polls. Let me double check. Also, candidates, there are quite a few questions on the Slido poll. You should go to slido.com, link in there, and you can answer those questions directly in the app as well. After the third round, it looks like our best of the bunch trophy goes to District 7 Councilwoman Ana Sandoval.
If you're still here, please come forward and get your award. Here you go.
So I want to call all of the Move Texas staff out to the stage because while you've been sitting in your seats, they've been scrambling around from the light booth to the bar to the voter registration booth to the backstage, and this show's got a ton of logistics, and it's all because of these folks that are behind me that we got it done tonight. So thank you to all the Move staff. So thank you, San Antonio, and we'll see you again in 2021. Thank you so much. Now, Samantha Flowers.
Hey, everyone, say cheese for this picture. Okay, you ready? I don't want to stand for it. If everybody can help stack the chairs in that back room, and then you guys are free to go. Thanks, guys. You guys can help stack chairs in the back room. Free to go.
It doesn't matter to me, baby. You can't ignore me constantly.